Hey guys, it's Joe B. Let's talk a little bit about the Dungeons & Dragons Online Inquisitor builds. This is for the Dungeons & Dragons Online MMO game. The Inquisitor, as you know, just came out with the Sharn, and it is arguably the top damage that you can do in the game. So if you're talking about Inquisitor, one cool thing that you've noticed is that there are all kinds of different Inquisitors. Not like before when you could build just one kind of meta, although the meta is guys running around with two crossbows in their hands. There's a lot of different ways that these guys are running around. Hey, Jaden, I've been looking for you the past couple days, man. I was doing a lot of Fallout. But right now I was taking a quick trip. I was doing a break to do some DDO because the Inquisitor build is really popular on the Dungeons & Dragons Online. So what's been happening with that is this is the Inquisitor Tree. This is only open if you unlock it, if you purchase it, and this is the one that lets you do the two crossbows, one in each hand. They have to be light or heavy crossbows. Great crossbows won't work. So as you can see, this one right here is the dual shooter. This is the one that once you get that one, it gives you the two crossbows. Until you get that and apply it, you're only going to have one crossbow in each hand. And as you move up the tree, you get all this cool stuff. Now they're working on law dice, so law on your side is going to be something that's active. This is my Inquisitor. It's level 24. As you can see, I went with a real mixed blend here. Sometimes I come up with these crazy builds that are too special for what they should be. So I went 10 favored soul so that I could score the charisma to damage by half of my levels being favored soul. I did 6 rangers so I could land the sniper shot out of the Deepwood's Darker Tree, and then I did 4 artificers so I could land the fusillade for the extra range power. Would I do it again? Probably not. It was a little bit complicated, and I think I could do better damage if I sacrificed some levels in some of this stuff. But at any rate, I did land the sniper shot. So from here, I hit the sniper shot, I do my ranged attack, it opens them up to sneak attacks because they're basically bluffed, which I think there is a ranged bluff on the rogue. So you can still bluff them using the ranged bluff and hit them with all that good stuff from the mechanic tree. Moving all the way up, I did take all these bow bonuses. This is the no holds barred action boost. You activate it for 18 seconds, your guy just shoots like crazy. It works the same as the Artificer fusillade, endless fusillade, except this one is instant. You hit it, boom, it starts. So over here, I have also got the fusillade. You can activate this ability to enchant. So the thing is, when I got them both, while I've got no holds barred active, I get that added 10 range power while it's active. It's something that I was aiming for. Another reason that I took the Artificer was so that I could have the double strike, double shot with the rune arm, so I do have a rune arm on, and I can charge it up and fire it. I've also got my bow bonuses, +1 attack and rolls with the bows because I worked my way up this tree. I got a couple of extra shots here, the caustic shot and the shatter defense shot. They're not so hot, I don't really need them. Originally I was thinking about maybe taking some of these enhancements to score the improved precise shot, which is right here. My missile attacks can pass through friends and foes to strike the target. Foes between your target might be hit. It triggers a lot. Okay. Another reason I wanted to score the Artificer tree was I wanted this. Use each of your action boosts 1 additional time, which means I've got no holds barred 9 times, and that is without the unyielding Sentinel tree. With that tree I can get up to 12. 10, 11, 12, yeah. 12 times before every rest. So I've basically got this thing always on. I'm always shooting. I'll go through 1,000 bolts in no time. Let's see. The tip of it here is Divine Inquisition. I chose light and heavy repeating crossbows as my favorite weapon. So holding my favorite weapon, I get the charisma to damage. As you can see, when I put the bow on, I'm using Thunderforged right now. It shows there. Faith allows you to use your charisma for attack and damage, which is +16. This build was not so hot in the earlier levels. It took a while for it to really get where it needed to be. It really didn't even start to shine until about level 14. Level 14 is where I had that, the charisma damage, I had the sniper shot, and then from there it was just gravy. I did not take the Arresting Assault. I didn't want another ability I had to activate. The Uncanny Dodge has been super helpful. I put that as my defensive hit. I just hit that when I'm getting into trouble. I chose Jaded so that I would always have D8s for all enemies regardless of alignment. And then I did pop the Diplomatic Immunity. The Observation triggering automatically is really helpful. So all I got to do is hit the Ask Questions. This is my shoot later for the 5W ranged attack. So I will do Sniper shot, and then shoot later. And then I'll start passing these in, tapping these in. Let's talk about weapons. First weapons you should be using. At level 2, guidance. You've got your holy, it's bound to account, so it doesn't break permanently. You can use that one pretty much all the way up until level 8, where you will switch to the Ratcatcher. Why does everybody freak out about Ratcatcher? It's because right there, it's already got a 17 to 20 critical roll to start. Once you get your critical improvements on ranged, your competence on the critical hit damage, you're starting to look at 15, 16 on a crit. That puts the critical damage super high. That thing is just doing a lot of damage, which helps to offset that it's only a +4 and it only affects vermin. Don't discount that critical on it. It's really sweet. That one, arguably, can take you all the way to 2022. If you hit 22 and you're still using Ratcatcher, switch over to Thunderforge. That's what I've got now. So I made a jump from Ratcatcher, and now my base damage is 39 on the Thunderforged. It's not bound, so you can create it on one of your 30s and just hand it off. All that said, I'm just working my way through a couple of the trees. You know, I pop Storm Rage first, and then I start blasting stuff with no holds barred on, doing really good damage. So, would I do it again? I think I might be more interested in taking some stuff out of the mechanics tree to grab the sneak dice. If I can get the bluff to work, then yeah, I would go with... You don't even need to take 20, because you're going to take 20, you're going to cap out, you're going to do a capstone in the Inquisitor Tree. So if you want to do like an 18-2 with a rogue and then 2 levels of art, or I don't know, 17 levels of favored soul and then 3 levels of rogue, or 3 levels of art, so you could gain the leap out of favored soul, that can work. Having to use that for Divine Inquisition was kind of a tough one to make that my favorite weapon. The other one that I was interested in was the War Soul, and this is because they've reworked the War Soul tree. So you can get all the way up to a ranged ameliorating strike because Smite Foe can now be ranged. So you can smite ranged with your bows. You work your way up high enough, you go 18 on Warcaster and you can gain haste, which if you're going to epic, you'll get blinding speed anyway, so it's not super great. But being able to grab blur at 12, not bad. Permanently affected by blur, it's another good advantage. I personally have always liked Sanctuary, and you get that at 6. So, favorite soul, and the War Priest, wielding your religion's favorite weapon, you'll get the +1 to hit and damage. +1, +2, +3, +4. You could go all the way up through tier 4 on this one. And it started to make me think, would War Priest and Deepwood Stalker be good enough all by themselves if I were to drop Artificer? I don't know, maybe. I don't need the Fusillade, the extra 10 here, and the extra 10 double shot. It's not really doing me super great. Could I get away with 6 on the no holds barred? Probably. You always have to be willing to trigger that. You must make sure that you get improved precise shot no matter what you do. That is going to up your game. If you're going to be tagging along, you don't want to lose a lot of kills to other Inquisitors. And believe me, all the ones that matter are going with improved precise shot. They're getting it somehow. And the problem is you need to get to a 19 dex in order to do it. A lot of guys are doing that through a tome. I ended up using a +2 tome on this character because I thought that I could get from dex 17 to dex 19 using the enhancement tree. And as you can see, I started to do it. It didn't help. This didn't push me over. Yeah, what's up, Jaden? So which means you have to either have a base of 19 to start, or you have to get there through a tome. I don't see any other way that you can do it, because items won't do it. So at any rate, if I swap over, I've got this over here. I just want to go through a build. Past lives, I guess I'm just going to tag 1. Race, I don't know. What's your favorite race for this? I usually pick Drow, but Halfling could be very helpful here. So initial class, I'm going to start with Rogue. I'm going to do the Rogue, and I'm going to do a mechanic into damage, ability increase. I'm going to go... This is probably the most common one you're going to see. 18 on the intelligence, but if I pick initial class Drow, or race, Drow Elf, female, initial class, Rogue, ability increase, I go to 20. Where am I going to pop that extra stuff? It's got to go into dexterity if I want to score precise shot. How many points can I go here? I'm up to 19 right here. Okay. When am I going to play Fallout? I might play that a little bit later this afternoon, but definitely tomorrow morning. So I'll score that in just a little bit. Just as soon as I finish this Inquisitor build, and I got to check some other stuff. And we're in the Honest Hearts expansion. So here, I'm just going to leave this as is. Dexterity 19, Intelligence 20. Skill points, you guys know what to do with that. You know, go with your disabled device, your search, all that stuff. You'll get real handy with the rogue. This helps to make it really guess-free. It takes all the guesswork out of it. The only problem that you're going to have, and the only reason you might want to start splashing stuff, is if you're going to go for, like, mechanical reloading. Like, if you go down here, the first feat that we always take point-blank shot. That one is not granted in any way. You must always take point-blank shot to get your +1. So that I'm going to take for sure. Number 2, probably going to take art for 2. And then we'll switch over to skill points, all that stuff. You get your spells, and the spells you're going to take conjure bolts, right? That way you can make the bolts that you're going to use for shooting. That's all right, Jaden. I could probably do it this afternoon. You know, if I'll catch you when I can. Otherwise, please check over the streams. You know, I've got all the stuff saved. And then let's see, Rogue Artificer. So 2 is going to be Artificer. 3, I'm going to switch back to Rogue. I'm going to grab the evasion. Feats. What are we going to do on Feats? We got a lot of stuff granted from the Artificer now. As you can see, the Artificer gave us the Great, the Repeaters, and there was one, a Mechanical Reloader, I think, is the one that Artificer gave us. Rapid Reload I got from Artificer. Automatic. So with Rapid Reload and the X-Bows, basically by sacking those two, I was able to score, those 2 levels, I was able to score a couple of feats. I got the dog, which is a nice lever puller. Everybody wants the dog. What else am I going to take, though? I've got Feint. Bluffs the enemy, enabling a sneak attack. Adds +2 damage and has a cooldown of 6. Is it ranged? That I don't know. I've got Feint. I've got improved Feint. I know Bluff is one of the options. But that's a choice that you got to make. Yeah, Jaden, what's up? That's a choice that you got to make when you're building. Are you going to take improved Feint? Does Feint work on ranged? That's something we got to check out. Another one is, are you going to go evasion type with light armor, or are you going to go with a heavier armor? Because at some point, Artificer has given you medium armor, which you can use for a little bit more defenses. With your intelligence being where it is, are you going to want insightful reflexes to add reflex instead of your dex? Maybe. What would I take at this point? Probably dodge. I'd probably take dodge at this point. And moving on to 4, I'm going to take that second Artificer level. I'm going to go ability increase, pop the intelligence, skill points, all that stuff. You know what's up. Rogue, we're going to go through with Rogue. And Rogue, what, all the way? This is bread and butter now. So what's your next feat? Mobility. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm going for a kiter. 4 to armor class, you gain the +2 dodge. Okay. 7, Rogue. 8, Rogue. Yep. Ability, intelligence 22. 9, feats. What are we going to take at 9? Can we score the improved critical yet? Precise shot. You're right. Okay. Where is elite NCR armor? You'll probably have to take out some NCR guys for that. Where Legion armor, anywhere where the NCR guys are that you want the armor to take, they will attack you. You can attack them back, defend, and take the armor once you beat them. Just don't forget to switch back out of Legion armor and try to do it when nobody else is watching. I'm going to have to take precise shot at some point. I probably would have taken it sooner, to be honest. I probably would have taken it, let's see where we're at. Mobility out. Probably going to take precise shot. See, I like not having precise shot, to be perfectly honest. I like hitting whatever's the closest. And I like that it automatically hits whatever's closest to me. So You guys might want to take precise shot sooner. I understand if you want to take out a caster or something and you don't want anything in the way, but usually I'm going around corners, I'm kiting, I'm doing all kinds of tricky stuff in order to keep that away from me. I'm going to pop precise shot here at level 6 just to throw it into the mix. So 7, 8, 9 feats. For feats, I'm going to improve critical. Still can't take it yet. It's a little too early. Sometimes you can take it. I'm going to go with, I'm still not sure about improved feint. It says an attack which buffs the enemy. So I'm probably going to have to take that feint. What do you think? I'm probably going to have to take that feint sooner or later, right? I'll take it now. I'll take it. Feint will be good. We'll see if we can sneak it in. We're a little short on feats here. 10, same thing. 11, rogue. 12, this is where things get tricky. You've really got to start picking what's going on. I'm going to bump the intelligence. You want to go stat to damage for everything on this. This is where you're going to have to make decisions now. If you are going evasion, you're definitely going to want to take one of these. Crippling strike, let's see. An opponent damaged by sneak attack also takes 2 points of strength damage. Sweet. So if you're going with the medium armor, you're going to want to take crippling strike. Okay? If you're going evasion, you're probably going to want to take improved evasion. The original feat, I'm going to take ranged weapons for that every time. Level 12, that's that. Here's the improved evasion. When you fail a reflex save, you suffer only half damage. Yeah, it still works with heavy armor on. I'll pop it for now since it's going to be what most people take. And we'll move on. 13, rogue. 14, rogue. 15. The feat is going to be... This is a tough one. If you didn't take it before, you're going to take crippling strike here. 2 points of strength damage every shot on a sneak is great. Besides, if you're using your improved feint and you're bluffing, you're getting in your sneak hits. So you're getting a lot of strength damage on those hits. What am I going to take for my regular feat? Did I take dodge and mobility already? I'm probably going to be working for... What was it? Shot on the run? What's opportunity? No. Mobility if I want to go more dodge, or shot on the run if I want to go more damage. Does rapid shot work with crossbows? If it does, I'm going to have to want to take that at some point. Rapid shot, they give to you when you take Ranger. Ranger level 2, you're going to get that. So that's one of the ones that was automatically given to me when I took the 6 levels of Ranger. I worked it in. At this point, if you think it's going to make a difference, you're probably going to need rapid shot. 16, ability increase, intelligence up. 17, still on the rogue. 18, this is my final feat. So whatever I take here, that's going to be it. Let's see, not defensive. Probably take Slippery Mind over defensive. If you're going for a heavy duty shooter, you may want to slip in heavy armor here. You may. I know if I were to rebuild Sirius, I probably would do something like that. Yeah. Alright. Improve precise shot. This is my last opportunity to take it. There it is. Boom. That's the gain right there. There's no other choice. That is your ultimate feat. So there are so many feats that you would want to get that you just can't even score. Let's see. Are you guys still seeing what I've got here? Yeah. Okay. Class feat. What's the last one? Not opportunist. The last one that I'm going to want is going to be Slippery Mind. If you're going, especially if you're going epic. Will save versus enchantments. I don't want to get stopped or frozen or anything. I'm taking Slippery Mind. 19, rogue, and 20, rogue. Ability increase, final, intelligence, 25. That's no tone. So that's going to be it right there. Now let's go to enhancements. You're going to need 41 points for your Inquisitor Tree. Yes, I do have a PlayStation 4, Jaden. I'm probably going to play Last of Us 2 on that one. We're going to get a stream in on that one when the game is released. So you could take your 41 points right off the bat, which leaves us 39 points to spend here. Mechanic, right? Boom, boom. I want all of this. +1 to hit and damage with bows and not crossbows. I'm working my way up the tree. Lacerating shots. I'm not using a great crossbow, so that's not going to work for me. Disable device open lock. I'll probably pop a couple of points into there. I'm working my way up the tree. What do we got here? +1 to save. I don't want that junk. Self heals are going to be really low, so you're probably going to want to start popping some stuff into this. 25 damage and healing from your wands and scrolls. You're going to need to bump that. There's just no way around it. This is going to score into damage with crossbows and thrown weapons. To hit with intelligence, you'll probably have to use the Harper tree. Probably. Is that here? Yeah, you have to scroll here for it. It's going to cost you, what, 3 points? If you want hit to damage on the Harper tree. That's going to be right there. 1, 2. Intelligence to hit with melee missile weapons. 3 points well spent there. You don't want to end up missing. I had a character that went epic and I did not have that, and I was wondering why I was missing all the time. More points that are well spent. Battle Engineer. This in itself is not going to give me points, but I can score this one here. So if I hit here and here, I can take crossbows, and I'll get the +1 to attack and damage with non-repeating crossbows. So I'll take that. Can I still score this? Requires level 2 Artificer. I can still score the boosts. So if I were to pop this for locks, what else do we need here? Rune arms charge faster. Don't really need to worry about that. So I'm going to go points here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 so I can get those boosts. That'll put me to 9 on the no holds barred. Alright, scrolling back over. I'm still working my way up this tree. UMD, not so worried about it, but I will take the boost to intelligence. And do I care about any of these shots? No. I'll bump this for the heals. I guess I'll go with the disable. Still need to spend 3 points. So I'm going with the UMD. 1, 2, 3. Probably don't need it. Those 3 points you could probably put somewhere else. Listen search spot if you wanted. Or into the action skill boost. Your choice. Key here, I'm going for the leg shot. Super valuable. Definitely want it. Intelligence, boom. 39 points spent right there. That's it. 41 points from here goes into the Inquisitor Tree. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You can't score fletching. You can't score that additional bow. This is your build right here. So, form export. Those are the starting stats. 8, 19, 6, 28, 10. I boosted everything into intelligence. This is with 1 past life on the books, so I was able to reach that and score it. Skills, I don't work on those because everybody does their own skills. They're all pretty much the same, so don't need to even include that. Okay, at level 1, I took point blank shot. Level 3, I took dodge. You could change out 3 and 6. You could take precise shot sooner. Level 9, I took improved feint. That's optional. You do already have a feint. You might not need that. You could take heavy armor there. You could take mobility there. Level 12, improve critical range weapons. Absolutely. Have to take that. Take it as early as possible. The rogue bonus evasion, you're ultimately going to take crippling strike, so take evasion now, take rapid shot, take crippling strike later. That works. Level 18 is your last chance to take improved precise shot. You must take precise shot before you take improved precise shot. It's a prerequisite. Don't mess that up. And then finally, level 18, your rogue bonus slippery mind. Cool. If you want defensive roll, that's fine too. And then I ended up putting, I don't know, what was that, 37 points or so into the mechanic tree. I worked my way up to leg shot and the intelligence bonuses. The 3 points went to Harper for the into hit. Into damage came from the mechanic tree, so that was free. And all the rest of those 41 points goes into the Inquisitor, like so. Because you want to score this capstone. +2 to all ability scores, +10 ranged while wielding a light or heavy. Your Vorpal hits are knocked down just like great crossbows, and you get +4 on the law side. That's it, dude. That's the Inquisitor builds. You can either do it something kind of like what I did with the Favorite Soul blended in, the Ranger blended in. I don't think I really needed Sniper Shot. I didn't really even need to go Ranger. But Ranger gives you some great feats. You get Precise Shot for free. You get Rapid Reload for free. If you go up to level 4, you get Precise Shot. And I think there was one other one that you got for free with Ranger, but I don't recall what it was at this time. Or you can go with the 18-2. 18 Rogue to Artificer. You got your Rune Arm on for the extra double shot, double strike, the stuff that you can get from wearing the Rune Arm. And then you've got all the way through 18 with your Slippery Mind, you get all those Rogue bonuses. The 18-2 is probably going to be the highest damage that you can get, arguably. There could be some other builds that might get there, but this is the simplest, easiest way to make a big-time blaster shooter and have some fun with it. And then don't forget, starting. Use Guidance at level 2. That's from Catacombs. Make sure to farm one. Ratcatcher. Use that starting level 8. That is from Grey Moon, Sorrow Dust, Cult of 6. Yeah, right? Farm one of those. And then once you hit 22, grab yourself some Thunderforged. You can have another level 30 make it and just pass it through your bank account. It's not bound even to account in any way. You can have another account make it and pass it. So this has been Inquisitor building with Joe B. And if you had fun, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment. You can hit me up on the Galanda server. I love to talk about it. And we'll see you again real soon. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.